Good morning and welcome to our Facebook Live this morning. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this is the first time you've caught me live, or the first time you're watching me on catch up, thank you so much. My name's Jenny McCormack. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And I'm based in the market town of Brackley in the UK. Thank you for joining me today. We are continuing our series on using oval occasions. This was the card that we made yesterday, and the stamp set has a matching double oval punch, which is this one here, that cuts out two layered ovals, one with a scallop edge and one with a plain edge, that nest together. Let me just show you that. So you get those two in one punch. Perfect for smaller sentiments and smaller cards. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning, Carol and Jeanette. So in this set we used yesterday this pretty little array of flowers and the cute little rabbits here in the middle, and this card was cased directly from Kim Fee from Simply Fairies. It was her design that I used. After I finished the live, I did add a little bit of pink using our blending brush, just to soften the image. I felt it was a little bit almost too clean, and I just want it softened a little bit. So I used one of our blending brushes and a little bit of Blushing Bride, which is the colour of the cards behind, just to soften that. You may not be able to see that on the camera. It's a little bit more noticeable in real life. So today I thought we could use these, and it's got a slight curve on it, and the first thing I thought when I saw these was to use them in the Stamparatus to either create a wreath design or just put them in the corners of the card. Just thought they'd be perfect for that, and especially for a small square card, they're the right sort of you know, the right size. So that's my plan today. So I'm using the oval set to make a card in the round. Morning, Christine, and morning, Molly. So I just think it's a really cute little set, cute being the operative word. So let me pop that to one side. And just a reminder now, just in case I forget later, it's our free shipping day today with Stampin' Up. So Stampin' Up are offering free courier delivery of orders placed during the day today. So you can either place an order directly on my website if you would like to, or you can email me or text or message me an order, and I can put that through for you as long as I have your payment details. And yeah, so saving £4.95. The minimum order has to be £35, so bear that in mind. But if you received an email from me yesterday, I gave you some ideas on things that you could stock up with if you wanted to. So that's available all day. Hi Christine, that's nice of you to join us this morning. So what I'm going to do is take, first of all I'm going to do a man's card, and I'm going to use these stars, and I thought I could put them in each of the corners. Okay, I haven't tried this is all in my head, which can sometimes be slightly dangerous. And I have got a pretty peacock base card and a white layer that's going to sit on it. like so, and I'm going to stamp around in the corners with the same colour ink pad. Oh, sorry about the reflection. There we go, it's a bit better. So what I'm going to do is position this on one side and then just rotate the card round so that it ends up in the same corner in each place. Now you could do this manually. Okay, if you've got a fairly good eye, you could easily do this manually, but I just want to show you how you can do it with the Stamparatus. Now I do have a template for this, and if you are in need of it, if you don't have it, then let me know and I can send you the PDF. It's actually not this one, I've got a slightly different one, but it gives you lots of different sizes for putting your square card on for doing wreath stamping, for example. So all I'm going to do is pop that in the middle. I'm just going to pop another magnet on here to keep this in place because this is laminated and it's more likely to move around. So what I'm going to do is position this centrally, take my stamp and pop it there on the corner. So what I can do each time after I've stamped it is just rotate this piece round to get this into each of the corners. Now you can see here where you could either place them quite close to the edge or you could bring them in a little bit. So I'm going to have them fairly close to the edge because I've got a happy birthday sentiment that I want to put in the middle. And probably what I should have done is stamp the happy birthday first, but hey ho. So I'm just picking that up on the plate. I'm hoping this is not going to reflect, which is why I've got it at an angle. Morning, Lynn. So this is our Pretty Peacock ink. So I'm just going to bring this in a little bit so you can see me ink it up. So just lightly inking that. Just going to turn this so it's not reflecting too much for you. It's very close to that, to my camera. Okay, and then positioning that down. Just light pressure on there, on my stamp. And then I'm literally just going to swivel this round to the next corner. So the stamp stays in the same place and I'm just moving the card around. Now there's lots of different ways you can do this to make this really detailed. So just pressing that like so. Doesn't matter which way you're going round. And the nice thing about this is obviously you can leave this and come back to it because your stamp will be in the same place, unless you've got somebody with little fingers that might move it. Oh, pleasure. Pleasure, Christine. We don't get free shipping very often at all, so it is always a nice bonus if you need to stock up on anything. So just popping that in the middle like so. So I think these stars are really useful for men's cards, children's cards, boys' cards. It would work for congratulations, anything like that where you want to feature some stars. Now what I could do is, I'm not going to do it on this one, but I could turn it at an angle and then stamp here so that you actually end up making a circle. I'm not going to do it on this one because I put these quite close to the edge, but I am going to do it on the next one. So let me take that stamp off. So I might use it in the centre. There we go. So I hope everybody's well this morning. It's rather dull here today, but I'm always hopeful that we will have some brighter weather. So this is going to be a man's card. So I'm going to pop happy birthday in the centre. And this layer is going to go onto the matching card. So it's all coordinating. So let's give this a go. So this is happy birthday, and this is from a set called Happy Thoughts. Okay, just going to stamp this on the side to make sure it's working all okay. And that's fine. I haven't used this set very much. I will show it to you. Let's put this straight. And I'm just doing this by eye. Hopefully it will be enough. There we go. So this is the Happy Thoughts stamp set. It's got some really nice words on it. Sorry, trying to get out of the light there. So just want to send some happy thoughts your way. Thinking of you. Obviously congratulations, thank you. So just a nice set. And then what I'm thinking is to add the stars on the top and the bottom, like so. Actually, I could do it almost in the round from there, but I'm just going to do it top and bottom as a simple birthday card. So there's that one there, and that one there, like so. So very quick and simple, this one. As I say, you could easily hand stamp the edges. This is going to go onto there, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of bling to that. So let's add some glue on our tape. Like so. And find some bling. Morning, Jane. Happy Thoughts is in. Let me have a quick look. Yes, the January to June mini catalogue. Oh, of course, Carol. I will send you the PDF for that. So what I'm looking for is just some matching bling for this. So I do have these rather vibrant items. These are the right colour, but maybe a little bit big. So Pretty Peacock is one of our colours that is retiring soon. So if you like that colour, don't delay in ordering some card or ink refills or ink. Got rather a lot of bling hanging out here. Sorry everybody. Ooh, got a couple there, look. Really want 3 though to make it work nicely. Pleasure chain. It's called Happy Thoughts. So I think what I'm going to do is add these ones here. So I'm just going to use my scissors to pick these up. Oh, I'll tell you what I do have. Sorry, is I do have some gold stars, I think. I've got gold. Let me see if I've still got some gold stars in my stash, because they would be rather nice to match the stars. No, I'm not seeing any. Okay, so gold, or this it's a mixture of blue and gold. I think I'm going to go for these. these round. So you want to keep these in odd numbers so that your brain doesn't try and organise them. There we go, like so. So a really quick and simple birthday card. Right, let's step this up. Move those round. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use another piece of white card and the Stamparatus, and I'm going to use the flower design, and I'm going to create this so it goes all the way around like a wreath design. So let's bring the Stamparatus back in. And I'm going to change the colours up. So I am going to stamp this in espresso and then colour it in. Morning, Carol with an E, or Carol G. Lovely to have you join us, Carol. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this one, I might need a larger piece of card, is place this so it creates a circle. Let me just take this slightly larger piece of card. See if we can make this work. So what we're going to do is position the stamp and then turn this by 45 degrees each time. Okay. And I do like to start on the flat side, because if you start with the point at the top and place your flower right in that corner, when you turn this round, you'll find the flower is off the edge. So, excuse me, I always recommend starting on the flat side. If I can get my stamp off the block. Okay, whoops. Alright, so I'm going to start with that flat side across there. I'm going to pop my magneton in the middle. And I'm going to position my flowers here, right up in the corner. Now they may overlap a little bit, so I'm just going to see how this goes. I want it literally as far into the corner as it will go. Let us see. The nice thing is it's got a bigger flower head here and a smaller one, so if it does overlap slightly, hopefully it won't be too bad. Oh, that's me not cleaning my stamp. That's correct, Christine. So the annual catalogue finishes on the 3rd of May and the mini catalogue finishes at the end of June. So we will know next week what will be retiring from the annual catalogue, and we'll have a retiring list. So if there's anything on that list that you want, my recommendation is either order it today to get you free shipping, or order it from next week. The danger is obviously some items will sell out quicker than others. So thanks for that reminder, Christine. Okay, so I'm inking up this next layer. Okay, I'm popping this down. So you can see I've got a little bit of overlap. Okay, turning it round again by 45 degrees. So I might do this one again and take it even further, or use a slightly larger piece of card. But what I want to show you is the principle really of stamping in the round. So just using these points each time so. Morning, Tracy. Thanks for joining us. I hope you're well. Didn't keep you too late last night. There we go. So obviously this is taking longer because we've got 8 points to do rather than 4. But you'll see the effect. Now potentially what I could do to stop this overlap is angle these pieces slightly more. So you can tell this is just an idea in my head. Morning, Kerry. Thanks for joining us today. So we're just doing a little bit of stamping in the round with our Stamparatus. So there we go. So I've now got a wreath design. Now what I could do is take that same stamp and do 4 on the inside, or I could use the stars or the hearts and go around the inside, and I could do that manually, or I could do that with the Stamparatus. You were chatting. Oh my goodness, bless you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is stamp a sentiment for the middle of here. I quite like, just wanted to send some happy thoughts your way. I'm not sure if it's not too big though. Let's have a look and see. And then I'm going to colour this in. Ooh, it's just too big, I think. It is. So let's do a thinking of you instead. And then I can put this top and bottom if I want to. So this says thinking of you. Pleasure, Christine. Yes, it's quite good the way that they now have sort of split the end of the catalogues and the beginning of the new ones. But we're always excited for new products, of course, and are new in colours. So I'm going to put thinking of you. On here. And my plan is to put this onto a piece of melon mambo. So I'm going to colour my flowers in with some melon mambo. So I'm going to stamp that in espresso, roughly in the centre. It's a nice style, thinking of you. And obviously you could stamp and punch this out if you wanted to. Just make sure that's nicely inked up. Is that in the middle? Like so. And then I could add the flowers top and bottom. What do you think? Would that be too much? So I was thinking there and there, but maybe it would be. So let's do some colouring in and then decide. It may be that I'll just dot some gems or something instead. Might do the job. So for the colouring in, I am going to use our alcohol markers. And as always, if you've been following me for a little while, I always start with the leaves. And then it makes it easier to pick out the flowers, because then it's just the flowers that are left. So yesterday's card, just this one here, I did Granny Apple Green, Daffodil Delight and Flirty Flamingo. So I'm just going to, what I'm going to do is do these flowers in a dark red so that it overcomes the fact that I've overlapped my stamping slightly. So nice and quick. It's quite a small area to cover, so I'm not doing a great deal of shading, but obviously you could do, you know, take your time and do more shading, especially on the leaves if you wanted to. Just working my way around. So I don't know what everybody has planned for today. I've got a few more videos to record for my class in a box, which has all gone out, and preparing for our class on Saturday, and then preparing the next class, which is the butterflies. There we go. I think I've got all of the leaves that I need, and let's see, I've got Melon Mambo here, light and dark, and on the edge of my pens I put MM for Melon Mambo. And but not to be confused with Magenta Madness, of course. Okay, so I've got a light and a dark, so I'm going to use the dark in the base of these here, and that will also overcome the fact that I've slightly overlapped them. So I'm just going to use these on each of them here. I'm hoping you can see that. Like so. Yeah, so I'm using the bullet tip because it's just a small area, and I find I'm less likely to go over the edges, and it's perfect for those little dots there. 1, 2, 3. So all of these blends pens have 2 tips, so we have a brush tip as well, which is great for a larger area, but I just find because it's a soft tip. Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, Carol's going to work. Oh, Christine, yes, 2nd generation stamping. Yes, that would give you a lighter version. That's for sure. 1, 2, 3. This would make a nice little spring card as well, wouldn't it? Or Easter. We're coming up to Easter. There we go. That's all of those there in the dark. Then I'm going to use the light just to blend that out. So, and the light for this one. And then let me know what colour you think I should do this other little sort of daisy shape. I could do it a pale pink, which I think would be rather nice, or a pale blue. So let me know if you've got any suggestions. So literally just filling this in fairly quick. So I want to know who of you have got a cup of tea or a cup of coffee in front of you. Let me know what you're drinking. I'll be making a cup of coffee after. There we go. Kerry says maybe Daffodil Delight. Yeah, that would work too. Any other suggestions? So I think I've got all of those except these little daisy flowers. So Kerry says Daffodil Delight. So this is Daffodil Delight here that I used yesterday. Oh, christenings, yes, it would. I think it would work for anything really. So any suggestions? Daffodil Delight or a pale pink? Oh yes. Sorry, Kerry, it's a bit late, isn't it? Unless you had decaf tea, I don't know. What do you think? Yellow or pink? Jeanette's having tea. Oh, coffee in your Mother's Day mug. Well done. Jeanette says purple. Okay, anyone else? So I've got Daffodil Delight or a purple. I know that's Jeanette's favourite colour. Carol says yellow. So I've got, oh, nice one. I've got two takers for yellow. So 3 takers for yellow. Yellow it is. So I could leave the centre white. I think so. Actually, if I did the centre in an orange, it almost looks like you're looking down on a daffodil, doesn't it? So just turning this round. To make it easier. So Molly, I have a delivery for you. Jane's going cycling at 11, crafting, then taking down to groceries. Oh, Christine says bumblebee. Yeah, I could have gone a darker. I might do a darker centre. So everybody seems quite busy today. That is good. I can't believe we're at Wednesday already. So I'm just going to use dark daffodil. Of course it looks like daffodils if it's daffodil. So yes, we'll have 5 new in colours, so have some ideas as to names. That would be fun, wouldn't it? All I know is that the new colours are bold. That is all. Okay. There we go. So I decorated that round there. Having used my darker colour, that covers up the fact that there was a little bit of overlap on here. So that is going to go onto there. And I can add some bling. Now on this card here, I added a little bit of shading with our blending brush. So I could do the same, or I could let this be nice and crisp and clean. I can do a number of things. I could flick a little bit of ink onto this, or I could just add some pretty pink bling to it. Let's see what we have. Obviously I've got plain silver. Got some light pink, which is the wrong pink altogether. Magenta Madness pink. Let me have a look in my sequins. Let me see, because that has some pink in, I'm sure. So I ordered some more of these. These are Artistry Blooms adhesive backed sequins. And I'm pretty sure there's a nice pink in there. Does bold mean darkish? Well, I don't know actually. And it could be like a, you know, I mean our current colours are quite bold, aren't they? So this is what I was thinking. This pinky rose colour, Rococo Rose here. Just to tie that in together. I think that would look really pretty. These were the sequins that I used on my pizza slices to make them look like pepperoni. Somebody was asking me the other day what I'd used, and it was those colours. So just adding some glue to the back of my card. Opening the card the way that I want it to be. So obviously you can have it opening at the side or from the top, like so. And then I'm just going to add some pink bling. So using my scissors, I've just seen my piercing tool, but now it's gone out of sight again. So this has two sizes, so I'm going to use this one here, the smaller one, I think. One. As I say, they've got sequins, they've got glue on the reverse, so it makes it nice and easy to attach. So there we go. And then all I need to do is add an inner for this, and I'm just going to put one of these in the corner, stamp that in the corner, and we're done. So a little bit of fun with oval occasions. Let's move this one out of the way to make them round. Yeah, we won't lose any of the main colours. So Early Espresso is pretty safe. Well, it's very safe this year, thank goodness. So I'm going to pop this one here bottom right, and I think I'm going to do one top left, just because it's pretty. Like so. And then I'll just colour that in. So these gems, Carol, are our Artistry Bloom sequins in the main catalogue, and they're just really pretty. So you get 4 different colours. You get a sort of peachy colour, blue, balmy blue, and a yellow and a pink. So I'm just going to colour these in, and we're all finished. So I've used Early Espresso, which is fine with our blends pens. That one there and that one there. And it's just softer than a black, in my opinion. That's the centre of that. And this would be a nice card to send to somebody who's, you know, at home, isolating, or not able to see the family. Obviously things are changing, so that is hopefully good, as long as everybody sticks to the rules. Two, three, 4. So literally just colouring those in. I'm not doing any shading of those because it's just such a small area. I am going to shade the flowers a little bit though. So just adding the deeper pink at the bottom. Putting those in. Like so. And the same. This one. There we go. Oh, I've got those bits to mind. Colour those in like that. So just going over that edge of the dark to the light. It is only a small area, so it's not really noticeable. there we go. Sweet. And that's going to go on the inside of our card like that. And of course we can also do the envelope as well. I will do that probably off camera. Well, I'll do it now, but if you need to go, that's absolutely fine, because it's only repeating what we've done already. But I just think that makes a really sweet spring card, basically. So I'm just going to grab an envelope to finish it off. Oh, thank you, Jeanette. Yes. I just don't know. Bold. We will find out soon enough. Right, there's my stamp. So I'm glad I've got you hooked on early espresso, Christine. Welcome to my early espresso club. So for my envelope, I'm going to put one in this left hand corner, opposite to where the stamp would be, and also pop one here. I'll do that way as well, like so, and I'll just colour those in to finish up. There we go. So if anybody has any queries on the free delivery for today, just ask any questions or message me after. I'd be more than happy to help. It does run until 11 o'clock tonight. It includes everything that's currently available, so kits or supplies, stamps, whatever. The only thing I would say is don't leave it until 11:15, because you might be disappointed. By the time you've checked out, it might be too late. But you're welcome to email me your order and I will order for you for direct delivery. No trouble at all. Right, quickly do those. One. This is a little bit addictive, this little flower, isn't it? Oh, Carol's just done her order. Oh, pleasure, Carol. Carol G, that is. So these cards are, I take an A4 card, I score it at 10.5 centimetres, and then cut it at 9.9 centimetres. So you get 3 cards from an A4 sheet. And it's just under 4 inches. And it goes in the post, no trouble at all. So I'm colouring this all the way in, but you could leave a little bit of white to make it look a little bit different. I think I might send this one to my mum. Cheer her up a little bit. There we are. So thank you so much. That's my finished ladies card. This is a very simple stamped with stars boys or man's card, using a sentiment from that same set, Happy Thoughts. So there we go. Thank you so much for joining me today. Oh, right, Carol, no trouble at all. Yes, so if you want to, I can just show you how I cut it. I'll just do that quickly because, oh, that's already scored. Let me find a sheet. Because there is a quick way of making them with the minimal amount of scoring. So if you'd like to see Carolee, I'll do that. Thanks, Kerry. Thanks, Jane. Oh yes, of course, Jane. So I take an A4 sheet and I score this at 10.5 centimetres. So down the centre, as if you were making an A6 card. Okay, 10.5. So you've got a nice score line. I fold along that score line, like so. And then with it placed in with the open end, I cut that at 9.9. Okay, it'll go on the Stampin' Up trimmer. We'll go through those 2 layers, no trouble at all. Okay, so that's one cut. Get that out of the way so that you know that those are both exactly the same. Okay, so that's 9.9, and then if you turn it the other way, you just take this stamp out of the way so I'm not getting any ink anywhere, and cut this at 9.9. And 9.9. So it's literally 3 cuts. And then you've got 3 square cards that are, oh, I did that one wrong, didn't I? Oh dear. Hey ho, let me have a look. 9.9. I must have done 8.9, I'm sorry. So ignoring my mistake, you then have 3 cards that are exactly square. Okay, so I'll just write those down for you. So down the centre, you're going to score at 10.5 centimetres. Fold it in half along that score line, and then cut along the open edge at 9.9 centimetres. Turn it the other way, so cut at that, so score 10.5. Fold it, cut at 9.9 at the open edge, and then turn it in the other direction, and you've got 2 cuts at 9.9. And then, as long as you don't make the mistake that I did and cut it at 8.9, which is what I did, you'll have 3 square cards with just literally 1 score, 3 cuts. Oh, excellent, Christine. Brilliant. So hope that's been useful for those that want to have a go at square cards. Okay, so really useful size to do. And Stampin' Up don't do envelopes this size, so you can either create your own envelope, or I buy these ones which are 4 1/8 inch square. And if you want that in centimetres, I've got a feeling it's 105. It is indeed 105, so you know you've got a little bit of space around your card in the envelope. Okay, so I hope that's been useful and not confused you completely. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I shall be back tomorrow and Friday at 5 p.m, so I hope you're able to join me. If you can't join me live, you can watch my replay on my Facebook page, and you can also watch the videos on YouTube, as they all get uploaded to YouTube straight after the Facebook Live. If you have any questions or queries, or you want to take advantage of the free delivery for today, that's Wednesday the 17th of March, then just give me a shout. Thank you so much, everybody. You take care. I hope you all have a good day. Look after yourselves and your loved ones, and I hope you can all keep crafting. Thank you so much. Bye for now.